At Transcendental Health, we employ binders to help grab metals for easier removal. The body has a normal detoxification pathway through the liver for heavy metals and toxins. The liver works them over and then sends them to the gallbladder for excretion into the small intestine, along with the bile used to emulsify and help digest fats. In the intestines, plant fibers collect the toxins and escort them out in the stool. However, today, not only is the toxic load outpacing the capabilities of dietary plant fibers, people are eating only a fraction of the fibers necessary for this innate system to work right. With the increased toxic burden of life in the 21st century and the decrease in dietary raw seeds, nuts, and vegetables, there's not a way to prevent retoxification or the reabsorption of toxins as they move through the lengthy digestive tract. Dr. Huggins used to call this detoxification-retoxification. The liver cells are desperate for more glutathione to prevent damage from the toxic environment, and there's a huge demand for antioxidants to counter the free radicals generated by toxins and the body's ATP energy processes. This is one of the main reasons we supplement your body with vitamin C and glutathione during mercury removal. When glutathione increases intracellularly, one of the first things the cells want to do is get rid of their life-destroying metabolic and acquired toxins. So raising glutathione can cause a massive exodus of heavy metals, toxins, and biotoxins. And with that exodus, the risk of retoxification dramatically rises with unwanted Herxheimer reactions and more toxicity-associated damage. There are many types of natural binders. There are two in particular that we advocate as we prepare your body for having your dental metals safely removed. The first is freshwater chlorella. Chlorella is a source of chlorophyll, protein, iron, magnesium, and amino acids, but it's primarily known as a detoxifying supplement. Its tiny size and unique properties make it able to bind to heavy metals and unwanted chemicals in the body. Chlorophyll benefits include helping to fight cancer, improving liver detoxification, speeding up wound healing, improving digestion and weight control, and protecting skin health. The primary reason chlorophyll is considered a superfood is because of its strong antioxidant and anti-cancer effects. At Transcendental Health, we have partnered with Pharma, based out of Germany, because they have one of the purest forms of freshwater chlorella in the world, and they are affordable. Ironically, although chlorella is routinely employed to help with heavy metal chelation, sea-grown chlorella often contains mercury and other metals routinely found in the sea. Dr. Huggins was actually very big against using chlorella because in his life, most of the chlorella that was available and accessible was grown in the sea. And he understood that it would also bind and have toxins that came out of the sea. It's like when we use cilantro or parsley that naturally bind to heavy metals. If they're grown in soil where there's high heavy metals, the plants will absorb the metals in the soil and you'll get more metals by intaking the plants. To help with the reabsorption or retoxification of metals, we recommend Bind from Systemic Formulas. As previously mentioned, with the increased toxic burden of life in the 21st century and the decrease of dietary raw seeds, nuts, and vegetables, there's a real problem with the reabsorption of toxins as they move through the intestinal pathway. The Bind toxin elimination formula provides a specialized form of activated charcoal and powerful humates, which is humic and fulvic acids, along with key botanicals that effectively bind toxins and prevent retoxification. Bind serves as a master drainage formula that attracts toxins, binds them so they can't be reabsorbed, and escorts them out of the body. Bind also contains activated charcoal, beozine, cascara sagrada, apple fiber, Bacillus coagulans, and dandelion herb. Beozine, for example, is a powdered fruit. It binds hundreds of times its own weight in toxins. It's alkaline, has a negative ion charge that electromagnetically binds with positively charged toxins like heavy metals. It sweetens the intestines, which means it absorbs gases that the liver would otherwise have to handle and prevents flatulence. It absorbs pathogens, bacteria, viruses, parasites, fungi, and their metabolic wastes. It does not interfere with nutrient absorption or intestinal function. It favorably impacts cholesterol via binding the bile complex, which means it helps prevent bloating. Daily use has been shown to lower the body's toxic exposure by up to 60%. Bind helps trap pesticides, herbicides, and plastics when non-organic foods are eaten. Fulvic acid is a nutrient category all of its own. It transports minerals throughout the body and supports cellular fluidity. Humic acid smothers viruses and prevents their attachment to cell membranes, binds biotoxins like candida and molds in the intestines, which prevents reabsorption. Humates provide over 70 plant-source trace minerals, help control inflammation, produce energy, and builds the alkaline reserve. Humates also provide cellular electrolytes, promote healthy enzyme reactions, carry oxygen all over the body, help regulate the thyroid and thymus glands, and prevent DNA mutations during cell reproduction.